When the match started, I was hoping that it might be KKR because when you watch the paper, the squad on paper, you find KKR quite strong.
Hi guys, and welcome to Straight Bat with Mr. Cricket UAE and Golf News. We are here with Anis and Gautam and myself, Matthew Smith, and we're here to talk about tonight's match. And we're looking again another crazy match. We don't know what's going to happen with these matches now, but first of all, we're going to say hi to Anis.
Hi, Matt, and hi, Gautam. As
I,
always, I keep saying that you need to log on to your favorite page, Gulf News, predict the winner, and you walk away with this beautiful jacket and 3 months of subscription.
And then, obviously, we talked yesterday about Rajasthan and KKR. Both teams that really wanted to win. Yeah, we got one. How do you think how it went today?
Well, when the match started, I was hoping that it might be KKR because when you watch the paper, the squad on paper, you find KKR quite strong. But it was a strange sort of a start given by both their openers, Nitish Rana as well as Gill, who found difficult going and scored 24 in 6 overs, which was, I believe, around 20 runs short on the power play. And in the end, they found it difficult to accelerate. And they were struggling at how much? 134, which is too less a target on a wicket like Mumbai.
And Gautam, hi to you. Owen Morgan again, not really firing.
yes, I mean, today, of course, he was unfortunate to be run out. But what's happening is people have now started to find holes in his captaincy as well. I mean, in a T20 game, you always think on your feet. If your openers haven't had a good power play and you were also out cheaply, then the best thing he could have done was to get Russell up the order ahead of Karthik. They have always had this dilemma because this is the kind of wicket which Russell likes, where the ball is coming onto the bat and he can make the difference in a matter of 2 overs. So again, Karthik was kept struggling. When Russell came, it was late. And for a change, I mean, the Rajasthan Royals bowlers, they were on the money from the word go. The touch of Sangakkara is gradually showing. I mean, they're not that much there with the bat to counter challenging situations. But the bowlers did an excellent job today, which set it up for them.
And Anis, we were talking about earlier about what the key is to like lead from the front if you're like the opening batsman. Samson, Karthik, who is who are the key guys now? If you think that if you've got the confidence back, who are the key openers now?
I'm glad you asked me this question about Sanju Samson, especially. You know what? There have been times when he's been blamed for throwing his wicket away. Today, when he realized that the target is not too high, he was quiet to put his head down and play the ball on its merit and scored a runner ball 40 and made sure that his team won because, he had only 2 points in the bank. And this victory was very important as it was to KKR. So getting these 2 points was crucial because you never know, because if you lose a wicket, you lose wickets in heaps and the experience is not there. Okay, they had with him David Miller, but finally you had the young Parag and maybe Morris. But having said that, I have to give credit that they came with a game plan, like G mentioned, that Sangakkara's magic is slowly but gradually taking place. What they did was they realized that the wicket was not that good as generally Wankhede stadiums are. So from one side they attacked, like the opener Jaiswal attacked. He hit how many boundaries? He hit 5 boundaries. Then you had even Shivam Dubey hitting 2 boundaries and 1 6. So that all made a difference where it gave a time and cushion for Sanju Samson to put his head down and ensure that he was there till the end.
Okay, so the question I have is obviously Rajasthan are very limited in their options now, as we know. So what is their? Are they going to just be a one-trick pony from here on, Gautam? Are they basically just going to have to keep going at what they know what works?
Yes, see, the thing is, why I don't want to lose hope on them is, they're gradually sorting out the bowling. They're one of the few teams who have got three, left-arm medium pacers. And this Chaitanya Sakaria, this kid, he had been really a revelation. So that if they use well, and sometimes, when you are deprived of the big names, I mean, obviously today again, Butler got a knock and it was quite scary. If you are devoid of the big names, sometimes it helps the squad in gelling together and trying to do their best. So if there's, wannabe guys like Shivam Dubey, I mean, he's quite a stud in the IPL. He gets good money and all that. If he is willing to take responsibility, then Miller, you see, he hung around, survived to close LBW appeals, but he's an experienced batsman. So if these people can come together, then they can improve on what they did last year. At least that's what you can hope from them.
Okay, and then let's talk about the elephant in the room. That is Owen Morgan, another duck. Is there a lot of questions, Anis, about his ability in, well, let's not say IPL, but how he is able to lead a team when he keeps failing with the bat?
See, Morgan is a very close friend of Anis. So I don't know if he'll be brutally honest about him, but I would like to know.
That's why I said it quite politely.
You know what? I'm glad this question was rolled out to me, Matt, and Gautam has made me put me in the spot by making sure that Rob Morgan is very close to me. Yes, he's a very dear friend of mine, but I will be very upfront and honest in admitting I have found his captainship a little bit of one thing, like he doesn't seem to be on the spot. But having said that, IPL is not an easy baby to captain. You know, I've seen a lot of captains going for a toss. Like I have from the start, from the Ricky Pontings, who was removed from his captainship, and there is where probably Rohit Sharma got an opportunity. I mean, this is for all our fans who are watching. Just for information, when Rohit Sharma got the captainship 2013, he was not the first choice captain. It was Ricky Ponting. In the middle of the tournament, Ricky Ponting probably decided to step down. Was he injured or not? I'm not sure, but he stepped down, and rest is history for all of you guys. But having said that, captainship is not easy. We've seen Dinesh Karthik removed from the captainship. We've seen Ajinkya Rahane stripped off his captainship. We've seen Steven Smith stripped off his captainship. Even David Miller stripped off his captainship. So it's tough. Even it gets the worst out of you and it gets the best out of you. So if I have to pick up only two captains, I probably feel it's only MS as well as Rohit Sharma, and to some extent David Warner, because they have been scoring. Rohit Sharma, even though is not scoring runs, but Warner has been scoring consistently runs. And the cool touch of MS Dhoni is probably, let him do the magic touch. Now, when it comes to Virat Kohli, he has not won an IPL title, but he's been very fortunate. Let me be very upfront. He's been very fortunate. Now, I'm not trying to cover here Morgan. Morgan will be fortunate if he sticks to one more year of IPL if his team doesn't reach the playoff.
Well, surely
Gautam, you want to add something?
No,
I go ahead.
Completely agree with you. And when you rattle off the names, then you realize how difficult it is to captain teams successfully in IPL. But what's going to happen is, you see, I mean, this year is the last year of the cycle. Next year, you've got two more teams and you've got a mega option. So the dynamics of all these teams may change. Now, I wouldn't want, I know that Morgan has not been getting the runs, but if they again think of changing Morgan midway, then that will be the last nail in KKR's coffin, really. Yeah.
It shouldn't happen.
No, but here's another question. You talk about Kohli, he's never won. But if he doesn't win this year, and when he gets expanded next year, is it going to be a nail in his coffin when he gets more?
No. See, Kohli is special. See, Kohli, like Dhoni, he is special. I mean, he is virtually, he is the brand. I mean, when IPL takes a decision, these franchises take a decision, it's also driven somewhat commercial. I mean, I can tell you for a fact that when they named Rishabh Pant the captain, because Rishabh is being marketed by the group who co-owns Delhi Capitals. So, it's easy to, like put him forth as a brand rather than somebody like a Shikhar Dhawan or a Ravi Ashwin who had been there on the circuit. So these things also play a part. And I mean, if you look at it that way, you don't see Kohli being removed, even if he doesn't win this
But how long, Gautam? Like Matt put up a very good question that 13 years, okay, out of 13,
year.
probably he's capped in 10 years. If I'll be upfront and admitting that this is going to be a test of character for Virat Kohli in two. One is this IPL, as well as the T20 World Cup coming up soon in October. And I'm afraid if he's not able to win out of the two, at least one, his captainship will be questioned. And if I'm a team owner, I know as much as he's a brand, he might get me the stakes in marketing or sponsorship. But finally, I need a title on my cabinet. How long can I be deprived just for the marketing? Let's put it this way.
Well, the way that I see Vera, I mean, I love Vera because I think he's amazing. Just the way that he carries himself, and now that he's and congratulations as well, the fact that he's a new dad, the way that he carried himself through the bio bubble, everything there, he took himself away from the India team, came back in, and then he's gone into the team. I think that the whole world is rooting for him to win this time, having come so close and not so close so many times that even the rival teams are now going, oh, come on, let's get one for Virat. What do you think?
Well, I am not sure whether the rival teams would like just to give it on his hand. Yalla, you take the cup. But as a passionate Indian fan, I definitely want him to probably this IPL title. If he gets it, it will help him getting the confidence to probably win an ICC trophy, because that is still lacking. He has won an under-19 cup,
Yes.
but mind you, he's lost the Champions Trophy to Pakistan, where India were favorites. Then the semi-finals last year in the World Cup in 2019, India were thorough favorites except for beating England, and they lost that match. So there are question marks on his captainship. And I'll be upfront, there are chinks in his armor, and this is the test for him. These are going to be two acid tests. Gautam?
Yes, I'll have to agree with you. I mean, see that question extends somewhat to the future of Indian captaincy in general. I mean, we can keep it for another day, but
Yes.
talking about IPL, the way this team is playing, we just have to hope and pray that it is again not a case of picking too early, because IPL throws up strange things at you in the second half, as if the tournament is virtually often played in two parts, and people who survive this that's the way, that's where Mumbai or Chennai is so special. So
Yep.
if they do it, it will also be good for the profile of IPL. You get a new winner. You would always want to see a new winner in either Delhi, in Bangalore, or even Delhi. So let's see. I mean, it's still early days.
I mean, personally, I think it would be amazing for RCB to win, not only for Kohli, but for the team that's always been there and thereabouts, but I've never won it. But also to heighten, let's say, Kohli's resume to say that I've now done this, I've now done this, I've now done this. Let's go on and then let's do this, because they've got a T20 coming up.
All right.
Yes. So definitely.
So I just think,
as he looks, the thing about him this year is he looks a little more relaxed. I mean, maybe as you said that being a dad, and he doesn't have to. He's reached a stage where he doesn't have to prove anything to anybody. He was possibly more happy for Padikkal than him getting his first half century. So maybe this could be the year. Yeah.
Yeah, and now that he's a dad, he's got everything else going on. Maybe he's got new ambitions instead of just like focusing on, like the test matches. He can now go on to aspire to different things, maybe with Kohli.
Hopefully, Matt.
Inshallah. Okay, guys. Thanks very much. We shall we'll be back tomorrow. And guys, don't forget, everybody can log on and you can win one of these shirts if you just go to our Facebook chat and you can pick whoever you think is going to be the man of the match, and then you can also win 3 months of a Golf News subscription. And we'll be back here tomorrow, and there's a double header tomorrow, so it's going to be crazy. So we'll see you all there. Thanks, guys.
Sure, guys.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Take care, guys.